Nashville. Got my main man Nick here. Nick, I still got to remember how to pronounce your last name. Singelakis.
It's a lot easier if it's just sounded out. Singelakis. The E is it's like a flat E.
The E is silent.
Yeah.
No. No, I'll tell you, man. So what's I am a little bit late getting on, guys. I just got through interviewing a power slap competitor. So that's why I'm a little late tonight to my audience out there and those that are watching. But thank you for those that are coming in and sticking around. So let's see what we got.
Yes,
if you know anybody, if you want to fill
so my boy Clay is in here right now. Big MMA fan.
Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Well, if he wants to join in here, what we're doing, then he's more than welcome to. But
so I'm going to show. So right now, for my full card picks, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are 7 for 8 right now, live. Obviously, the full card parlay has been finished. Unfortunately, due to Junior Tafa, not all Samoans can fight. I think we realize that. Full amount here for Vitor Petrino.
Very nice. Let's see here. Let me get this. They have been.
So I think Vitor Petrino's submission was plus 600 as a prop. He's now in full mount. I think he's either searching for an Americana or possibly an head and arm triangle if he can free his other leg.
And I promise you, in less than 2 minutes, I should be on here. Yeah. Thank you to my audience for being patient with me tonight. And hopefully, it says your phone's on sleep mode. I'm like, there's no sleep during UFC night.
Yeah, no, I turned it off just so I could show the audience out my list for my full card picks without putting any sabotaging text messages on there.
Cool. All right, so here we are.
So right here, Vitor Petrino's looking for this head and arm triangle. He's got the head and arm positioning. All he needs is to free his left knee.
Yes. Are you watching Petrino versus Lane?
Yes, sir. About 1 minute and 32 left on my stream.
And there we go.
Big punches from the mount here for Petrino. And here it comes. Oh.
Mine's a little earlier than yours.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. So plus 600 on Vitor Petrino submission. Easy money if you ask me. We have this incredible back take right here. Super deep rear naked choke on Austin Lane. And that's tight. Oof, that's tight. And there's the tap. So what I had envisioned basically just came to fruition in real time. Austin Lane, granted, an astounding athlete, a former NFL player, but Vitor Petrino just, when he gets on top of you, it's really hard to escape that position on him.
Yeah, well, my thing is that obviously I'm just now watching this, but I saw the rear naked choke finish. Yours might be lagging behind mine.
Yeah, I'm on TV on my ESPN app. I know it's probably definitely delayed.
This is the link that they send all of us at Millions.
Okay, I have an ad, so I possibly could be up to snuff right now on my stream. It's been all day with this, though.
For the record, they won't let me watch commercials.
So am I supposed to mute my commercials?
No, you can talk about your commercials.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I heard the a burger chain commercial in my background. I don't know if I was going to get TOS'd for having that.
No, you're fine. I mean, I don't see why not. That's just how it is for what we do.
So So this is one we're actually gonna, to be safe, we're gonna cash out of this one. It's a 2-pick parlay. Vitor Pacino by sub, and then I have Derek Lewis money line on an $8.29 bet. We're gonna cash out at 52.23 to re-roll that back into the bankroll.
Nice.
Let's see.
Yep. All right, now they're giving the official decision.
Yeah, so I think I'm up to date. So we're now 9 of 10 for the main card. So for the card so far. Oh no, sorry, we're 7 for 8. My apologies.
Your boy Clay just said Petrino by sub.
I was saying it, man. I mean, plus 600 against a guy like Austin Lean, that was just free money to me.
Well, they got DC Cormier. He's doing the color commentary.
Yeah, so I know he usually does. He usually does the fight nights. But the team that's assembled for this one is different. I believe it's Daniel Cormier, Brendan Fitzgerald, who unfortunately I had an interview with on a live stream, an IRL live stream at UFCX, and the connection cut out mid-interview. So a lot of the footage ended up being corrupted. But yeah, it was either going to be first round submission or TKO. I really didn't know which way to go. But when it came to the TKO via first round, the odds weren't good enough for me. Vitor Pacino's not really a super precise puncher in that division. He's more of a swang and bang, as Derek Lewis likes to say. But, I mean, great performance for him. It's what we wanted, out of him in this outing for sure.
And he's not the biggest heavyweight in the world. What would you say? He's about 240?
Here, let me see. Let me find his exact weigh-in. So he weighed in at 249 pounds, so he's under the heavyweight limit. But he actually, so if you look up a picture of him from a year ago versus today, this is his up. He went up a division from the light heavyweight division to the heavyweight division. And they put a side-by-side, and he just looked like he had been eating his green beans, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I mean, and he must have, a year's a long time, but at the same time, it's not. So the fact
it's not.
My thing is that if you look at like Chuck Liddell, I remember in 2006 when he fought Randy Couture, he hurt his foot, and he put on, he was up to 250 pounds. So I granted that's probably more fat, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of these guys probably that are in the light heavyweight division could easily, put on a few pounds and put on some muscle, and then all of a sudden they are heavyweights. Look at John Jones, 255, and he looks like a beast.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely Chuck Liddell's fan, like Chuck Liddell's era. A lot of people my age would call you Unk, and out of respect, I won't. But yeah, I mean, if you look at it in a different light, like if Chuck Liddell had a UFC PI in Las Vegas, I think his whole career trajectory would have been different. If he was able to train with the same level of nutrition and training staff as the guys that we do today, I think he has a 10 times better of a career than he did. Granted, he was one of the pioneers and put UFC on the map.
Yeah, I agree.
But that that stands for all of the old time guys. If a guy like that really first started with BJ Penn in that era, I think, and GSP, like these guys were at the top of their class when it came to training regimens. I think that's what really separated him. Especially BJ Penn. His coach would say, before the fight, during fight camp, we're not going to become a better striker in 6 weeks. We're not going to become that much of a better wrestler in 6 weeks. But what we can do in 6 weeks is make your cardio a weapon. And that's pretty much what he did in the later levels of his career. His cardio was a weapon against guys.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to check my Ethernet real quick.
All good. So let's see. Let's go through it. So let's get a Nate the Train win too. So what do we have live right now? So Stephen Wonderboy Thompson by TKO is plus 1,000. It was just a sprinkle. I really think that's worth it. I mean, the odds you get with that is just it's too good to pass up. So this is what we got up next. Oh, it isn't backwards. Vitor Petrino by sub is officially live, and Morgan by TKO. Nate likes to get into these brawls, so I'm hopefully talking to the screen right now. But yeah, I think Morgan has a good chance to win the exchanges in this one and get the better of Nate. Obviously, I have some Nate lays as well, so hopefully everything lines itself up. Nate the Train in the UFC. My ball is caught. I gotta update my picks so far because we have that Vitor Petrino win. Heavy favorite, obviously. I mean, Austin Lane isn't exactly John Jones or Tom Aspinall. So what is the fight to make? Vitor Petrino versus Walter Walker? So let's see. Let's hop on Caesars because I was on DraftKings. This is a real degenerate activity. I'm going to hop on Caesars now and check my Caesars because I'm in New Jersey. So the New Jersey book isn't the same as the New York book. This is the New York sports book.
Serious.
So we still have this one live for Derek Lewis. Wow. Okay. So this one's live as well.
God has rewarded you. All right. We're going to figure it out. And we did.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cool. Well, you don't want the stream to get interrupted.
No, definitely.
I had to cut off my interview with Aaron Turner because of that.
Mm.
And it's a power slap competitor. I mean, I was pretty ticked off. I was pretty TO'd about it.
Yeah.
That's why it took me so long to get on here. I was like, my internet's not working. So
I was watching that one as well. Great interview, by the way.
Thank you. Be honest.
You brought up the aspect of the spectacle versus the sport.
Yes.
So like that's kind of where I feel I find myself in a crossroads because I don't watch Power Slap. I'm not the biggest Power Slap fan at the moment. But I do like King of the Streets, if you ever heard of it. It's a promotion.
Yeah, I've interviewed a couple guys for King of the Streets.
Yeah, so that's something that I'm very fascinated by, the rawness of that. People talk about MMA being raw. That is just the next level of raw combat. Um, it's kind of weird that I am so fascinated by that, yet I can't get behind power slap. It's sort of like a weird dynamic I have.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just I get it. There's not a lot of there is strategy, but it's not like I mean I've interviewed 3 of these guys now for Power Slap, and the thing about it is that they've all mentioned how they got into it and stuff like that, and I think they just got into it for being more gutsy than anybody else around them.
Yeah, I would have to agree, and I think that you're very right. I think there is a lot of technique, to actually you have 3 chances, sometimes 3 chances to really put someone's lights out with an open hand blow. Like, it's so scary to see. But it's also not the first time we've seen this. Like, one of my favorite fighters, Boss Rutan, he was very popular when throwing open hand, sort of base of the palm strikes.
Yeah,
as you know. And they were incredibly effective. I mean, in the clinch, in karate, and all of the above.
I think that one of the things that's underrated is why guys don't use the palm of their hand more than their fist. I don't think I've ever heard a palm getting broken before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know I'm just saying that, and I don't know. Maybe there's something to know about it. I mean, I trained in the mid 2000s. That was when my fighting happened. I am like you. I didn't want to be a fighter. I like my head where it's attached. All the good stuff. But it's just, is that a good strategy to use the palm of your hands? And Boss Rutan back then proved undoubtedly is a great strategy. It's just so.
And there's really not much difference between what he was doing and now, because there's no padding on the base of your palm.
No.
In a modern UFC glove. It's basically the same thing. It's basically, like if you're using an elbow or your forearm, it's the same, hard surface that's backed by bone.
Yeah, 100%. And those watching at the house, it's still a commercial break. So if anybody's watching the show with us, and Clay, all you guys with your hard, difficult last names. I was telling Nick on the phone, and we talked on the phone. What was that, Wednesday?
Yeah,
it was Wednesday. We talked, and I said I'm a huge fan of the sport. I've been following it since the '90s, late '90s. But the hardest part about nowadays is that if you don't really, announce, let me do the whole repeat their name in my head thing, I can't remember these guys' names, and I'd be the worst ring announcer in history. I mean. So I mean, I'm very blessed that I got to see Khabib fight his whole fight, but I still can't remember how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I mean, then the UFC is only being filled with more guys like that. I feel like every day we see someone with a more phonetically challenging last name. Obviously the Nurmagomedovs are very well known, his father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov,
Yes.
their name has been around for a very long time. So they're sort of like a mainstay when it comes to mixed martial arts. But there are new guys coming in that, I originally, when I first see their name, I don't know how to pronounce it. It takes sometimes Joe Rogan or DC or Brendan Fitzgerald or John Anik to say the name, phonetically correct before I can pick it up.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll just say this, and shout out to my boss, Jose. Jose, thanks, man. Thank you for being patient with me, letting me interview that Power Slap competitor. Thank you. But, Jose's cool as hell. I like him a lot. It's, I've loved doing this millions, by the way. This has been great. I mean, I get to watch fights. I get to watch pay-per-views for free. I'm doing I'm hoping that he'll invite me to do the pay-per-view next week. Mm-hmm. You're more than welcome to join me. I know you're going to be down in New Orleans, though, correct?
I'll be actually at the pay-per-view, fortunately for me.
See, and that just ticks me. So you're going to the Power Slap and the pay-per-view?
I haven't bought tickets to Power Slap. But I might have to now.
Clay says, what's the line on Derek's pants coming off? Depends on how hot his balls are.
That's the truth. I mean, they're out in Nashville. I could see a USA in this hoe possibly being dropped after Derek Lewis overhand right. However, Carlson Teixeira is a very tough guy. Not proven, but a very tough guy. Very tough matchup for Derek Lewis. But he is no stranger to knocking out people who are 6'7".
100%. I mean, sorry, I got fellow. I don't know why they just don't write me on my stream here. Okay, cool. Get the fight started. Okay, my screen's come back on for the fights from the commercials.
Yeah, I'm on the tail of the tape right now. They're about to introduce them.
Now you can talk about the commercials. I mean, I'm allowed to talk about stuff because I want to get them to sponsor me. Damn it. Although I don't think Buffalo Wild Wings is going to want to sponsor me, but it's Buffalo Wild Wings. I love you, man.
Oh, man, look, great.
There is Bruce Buffer. One of the.
All right, this is big here. So Morgan Charrier at plus 200 for knockout is what we're chasing right now for a parlay hit. I released most of these picks on my Telegram. I released that on my Instagram, the Telegram link. For anybody looking to get the Telegram link, I'll actually have it on my profile as well after this is loaded.
Oh, yeah.
And we're building a great community on there. I mean, pretty soon we'll be having community picks, polls and stuff to be automatically loaded into parlays via AI.
I'm glad you're here because I've never gambled.
Oh, so you do have the right person on.
Yes, that's why. That's one of the reasons when Jose wrote me and asked you to come on, I was like, why not, man? I don't know anything about gambling. I mean, I've never done more than play a slot machine. I think I might have played some blackjack when I was on a cruise ship. As a matter of fact, I know I did. And I was okay at it, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't know how to do it on these sports bets, and you do.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like the more you're a fan and the more you really know about mixed martial arts, it aids you and deters you from actually betting because a lot of the stuff is right in your face and a lot of the stuff isn't. Like the way that they built up Junior Tafa for this event, it was very hyped up. And Tuco Tokos came in and ruined that light heavyweight debut for him.
Absolutely. I see a new man coming in. Joel, come on in, brother. If you. All right, so here we go. So we are 30 seconds into the first round. Landwehr, 9 years the senior.
Nate Landwehr is also a Tennessee native, so he does have the home field advantage in this fight.
Yeah, I'm based out of Memphis. This show's in Nashville. I was trying to, it's only 3 hours away. 3.5, maybe. I don't know. Depends on where you're at. But I really wanted to be here, and Derek Lewis is like one of my favorites of all time. I really wanted to see him. And the last time he fought was a year ago about this time, and in St. Louis, and he mooned the crowd after knocking out. He told St. Louis, "Thank you for letting him show my ass."
Yep.
So we are doing. So what's the time on yours?
I have 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
Okay, so you're a little bit ahead of me.
So the tides have turned.
Do what?
The tides have officially turned.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine. I don't care if you react before I do.
So yeah, like I said before, we're chasing this Charrier TKO. Nate is no stranger to wild exchanges and really throwing when the going gets.
2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the round on my end. Oh man, look at that! Look at that exchange, though.
Yep.
You can hear those gloves pound each other. I don't know what Charrier's his strategy is, but like,
Yeah, so it's sort of like Sean Strickland has a very. I mean, it's borderline a feint. It's not really like an effective strike feint that looks like a strike. It's more of like a distraction. Sean Strickland is known to do this as well.
Yeah, no, Strickland is definitely known to do it, but it's a little bit more subtle. Like Anderson Silva's was more like, he would do this and then just kind of, off to the side. He did that to Patrick Cote. This is the first time he ever went to a three-round fight, or past the second round, should I say. And when he did that to Cote didn't let it distract him. I mean, so I think that's what got Forrest Griffin really bad was that, he would shake his shoulders and Forrest would get distracted. And, that's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of little subtle things, if you're a weak-minded fighter, you are, little things like shoulder shimmies and shakes and even unnecessary head movement or eye movement will definitely psych your opponent out or put you in a different position. All right, so we got a good takedown.
Especially guys for guys who overanalyze stuff.
Which I do.
Yeah, likewise.
Oh. I'm trying to learn how to play the guitar, and I overanalyze it.
That seems like it's something that's not easily picked up as well.
Jeff Mullins, I think I was telling you this on the phone, but Jeff Mullins, I trained under him, and now he is the athletic executive. They mentioned his name on Power Slap last time in Nevada. And first time I ever walked into his gym and I walked into his office, he had a couple of guitars in his office where he would practice his guitars and stuff like that. So I'm thinking one of the baddest trainers in the land. It's just absolutely a beast on the guitar too. So
absolutely.
All right, so trying to get the takedown here, but 25 seconds on my end. And I don't care if you react before I do. That's what we're here for, to have fun.
Yeah, so the only way I'll be reacting in real time is if Morgan Charrier does end up chinning Nate, which, that was a really grueling round for Morgan when it comes to the grappling. So we might see a different fighter coming into the second round.
This is a great fight so far. It's only been one round, but Good fight.
So I had a very long parlay for every fight to enter the second round, and we're only off by 2 right now, unfortunately. So,
man,
very close, very close.
Hallelujah! I got some pizza rolls cooking in the oven.
Oh, see, when it comes to pizza rolls, once I went air fryer, I never went back to oven.
Dude,
so
you can air fry it?
Oh yeah, you could. So the real tip is what I saw on TikTok one time was. You put it in the air fryer to get it real crispy, and then you throw a little bit of melted butter, garlic, and parsley in there. You shake it up, and you throw it back in for another minute. It comes out like it came from a pizzeria. Seriously.
We will be having this conversation again, okay? Because I love Tostino's pizza rolls is my thing, and I'm telling you, I'm a big Tostino's pizza rolls, and now I can get creative with it. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like pizza rolls, but like I said, once I went air fryer, I never returned back to the oven.
All right, so about Daniel Cormier, the bad guy and the good guy and the bad guy going at it at Ultimate Fighter season. What year is this? 20 years. So I don't know what season it is. It's definitely the 20-year anniversary.
Yep, I want to say it's season 17. I might be wrong.
I still remember when Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner fought like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What made that night interesting was that I was looking forward to Ken Shamrock fighting. Fought Rich Franklin, ended up losing in the main event. But I thought the fight was great between Forrest and Stephen. But I was so psyched about seeing Ken that I didn't appreciate as much in the moment, even though it was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was just like, okay, cool. The two guys I really didn't know that well, except from the TV show. Now let's get on to Ken.
Yep. Well, I mean, a lot of my fellow UFC historians will know that Prior to that, fight happening, the UFC was very close to going under.
That's correct.
And that, for lack of a better term, saved the UFC from certain bankruptcy because it really showed. It was one of the earliest showings of true mixed martial arts competition on the biggest stage.
If I was old enough at the time when the Ultimate Fighter happened, I was 21 years old. I'm 41 now. If I had been my age now and didn't know and knew how much the UFC was worth in 2004, I would have tried to buy it. Like, got a loan and tried to buy it. Yeah. And then a year later, the Ultimate Fighter happened, and now it's been bought by a $21 billion company, with TKO. So, and it would have been about the money. Yeah, obviously the money would be nice, but how much? I mean, we love combat sports. I mean,
Yep.
So if I had known that, I would have said, look, guys, bank, I need you to give me a loan so I can buy the UFC. But at the time, I was 21 years old when the UFC's first Ultimate Fighter came out. As a matter of fact, depending on what month it was, I might have only been 20.
Really?
Because I'm born September 1st.
Okay.
So...
And it wasn't even even remotely close to the mainstream level it is today. So
no, no. And you heard me, and you might have heard me on my show talk about the saturation of the UFC and stuff like that. Back then, that's when it was a spectacle. Still, it was like the steel cage, like you're in a steel cage match, you're beating each other up, sort of thing. And now I respect it and love it just as much. But at the same time, it's more of a sport nowadays. These guys they're more like, all right, it's like college professors getting in the ring, so to speak now. These guys are a lot smarter. Contrary to popular belief, Cowboy Cerrone is a pretty smart fighter. That's why he doesn't spar no more.
Yep. And that's why as soon as he retired from the UFC, he hopped on every performance-enhancing drug available, which is honestly smart. I mean, you use your whole life and as an athlete and you don't get to use things that make you a better athlete. I mean, I see no problem with doing that, upon retirement.
Yeah, 100%.
Nate's really putting on the volume here right now. Charrier is looking for the really big punch.
Yes.
But that is how Nate wins decisions, by just putting an immense pressure on these featherweights.
I'll tell you one thing. Landwehr is a big 125 pounder.
Yeah, he's a featherweight 45er. But yeah, I mean.
Oh, is this featherweight? Okay, yeah, I thought it was. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, is this a 145? Okay, I thought this was a 125.
And he's tough too for 45. Like he could really take a big punch from a big 45er, as he's doing right now. I mean, I'm 20 seconds left in the second round. He is taking some huge shots and still plodding forward.
Yeah.
Putting on combos, the whole nine.
It's not like, I tell you, it's not like they are not giving efforts right now, man. These, you got noses swelling up and cheekbones swelling up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for a lack of effort.
The damage side is definitely more on the face of Nate Landwehr. But the volume of the shots that are being put on Morgan is undeniable to the judges, I would assume.
All right, we're coming up to a commercial break here.
But yeah, I mean, back to what you were saying about buying the UFC and stuff. It also depends on who buys it. I mean, Dana White bought it. Scott Coker could have easily just have bought it. Eddie Hearn could have bought it if he wanted to. There's these guys shape what we see on the main stage, and I think Dana White is one of those special people in sports history. That should be recognized for what he's done for the sport.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I said if I had been older, because I'm sorry, but when I was 21 years old. I think I would have been smart enough to do it, but I was more uneducated to do it, so to speak. if that makes sense. Sometimes you can be smart enough to do things, but are you educated enough? And quite frankly, are you mature enough to do it?
Yep. Absolutely.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I probably wouldn't be mature enough to do it now because my opinions would be a little swayed by,
he's putting it on him here.
My love for the sport. So, let me see. Something just happened. He's 20 seconds ahead of me. Let's see what happened, baby. Let's see what happened. Oh, there we go. He just rocked him. Oh, he unloads. He is unloading a flurry. He is swinging. No technique at all. Swinging. And referee stops it. Oh, my God. There was no technique in all that swinging. That was just him swinging.
Whew. Nate Landwehr goes to sleep.
TKO, baby.
In Nashville. Wow. What a finish. As soon as he smelled blood in the water, though, you could tell he was on him.
Wow, look at that.
Out on his feet, Nate Landwehr. What a warrior, man. Seriously.
That surprised me more than Merab's submission over O'Malley a few months ago.
See, Hank, the thing is, that didn't surprise me in the slightest. Not only did it not surprise me, but I also made money on it. I didn't see Merab wanting to go out there and prove he could do 5 rounds with O'Malley. There's no point at this point. He's done it already.
Yeah.
So I saw Merab by finish was tickling my pickle. So I slammed it down on it, and that was the night.
I knew O'Malley was overrated, but I didn't think that he would succumb to a north-south choke that night. I really didn't. Yep.
So when you think about that, the one that comes to my mind immediately is the late ninja choke, sort of submission on Arman Sarukian by Charles Oliveira. That could have been finished, I believe, if Charles would have, maybe put his hips towards his hips, really taking that full guard approach. But it was kind of hard the way it was positioned. But that's what immediately comes to my mind when I think of, a finish like Merab O'Malley.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. Definitely. By the way, I was looking at the Ultimate Fighter Season 1 finale, April 9th, 2005, so I would have been 21 years old at the time. Man, time flies. I'm telling you, man, soak it up now. It flies. I remember that like it was yesterday. I mean, like I said, I watched. See, you got to remember the next week, it was UFC 52, and then a couple months earlier, it was UFC 51 because that was when Tito Ortiz fought Vitor Belfort. And so.
Yeah, and I mean, even like when I was, I didn't start watching it, in its inception, considering I wasn't alive. But, since starting it, I kind of was able to live in the moment during UFC 300 watching that.
Yeah.
Sort of realizing like, okay, these are the good times. This is the golden age,
Yes.
This is going to be, for the modern era, the peak of what we see. The guys that we've already known and loved, this is the peak of that era. And I think really ushered in the new era of guys.
If I'll tell you this, if this time period had better rivalries, this would be the greatest time in mixed martial arts.
Yep.
I think that the world has gotten more diplomatic, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, nobody's trying to kill each other nowadays. I mean, I think that I'm trying to think of the last big rivalry besides Conor McGregor. I can't think of one. Maybe, I don't know.
So if anybody in here is in my Telegram, they would have received this parlay at plus 2,000 odds earlier today. Vitor Petrino submission and Morgan Charrier by TKO. Little $5 bet will net you 105. I mean, there's guys that come in here and put $100 on stuff like this. So, if you have the money to burn, my picks are where they're at.
Yeah. And keep plugging your stuff, man. You're good.
But like I said before, I feel like the further you get into mixed martial arts as, a competitor and as a fan and as just like a student overall, you start to get away from the betting. I mean, I just happen to be a degenerate, so it adds a little bit of degeneracy when I watch the fights. But, it really does hurt my soul because I'll sit here and I'll lose $30 and then I'll realize, like, wow, I was just cheering myself on because I just lost this bet. But the spectacle was so good that I have no choice but to get excited.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like when like that last fight with Tuco Tucos and Tafa, I had Tafa to win, money line outright. But Tuco Tucos just employed the best strategy he could against a guy like that, and he executed it flawlessly. So who am I to be salty about something that happened when, I'm inherently happy for the guy because he did what he said he was going to do.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm looking at the celebrities in the crowd. I don't know shit about none of them.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if they were country stars or something. I don't listen to country. But
no.
Yeah.
Everybody always talks about this guy, Jelly Roll. Never heard one song by him.
Yeah, I have some mixed feelings about him. I believe he's an industry plant, but that's sort of commonplace nowadays when it comes to Hollywood.
I think his story is a little bit like you talk about an overcoming story. It's like, dude, you were a drug addict dating a hooker that I don't know how to explain it. I mean, God bless you, but
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, I don't know.
It's
his
amazing
full story, but I'm not the biggest fan, I would say.
No, I don't like it when you're like when you talk about overcoming and triumph and stuff like that, but you're like a pimp or a drug user, so to speak.
Yep. So it's self-imposed, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's like
me
saying, I hate how I look after eating 4 cheeseburgers, but like I'm the one who put bacon and cheese on it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like being a stripper saying that God blessed me by having me make this money as a stripper. I'm like, I'm not sure that was God that was blessing you to do that.
Yeah, I think it was a lucky swimmer in the pack that did that.
Exactly.
On
that note, my pizza rolls are toasted. I'll be right back.
Awesome. What a great time to be alive.
That's right, do it, Horde. Do it. Do it, cocksucker. Or your cock. You got 2 options. Okay. All right. Dinner is served.
Beautiful. Wow, Marab wins 2025 SB Fighter of the Year. Wow.
What's the box question? All I can say is she get it.
Yo, what's up, Lou? Welcome in, Lou. How we doing? Welcome to the watch party, Lou. Got Clay and Lou in here? Wow. What a team. Yeah, I agree, Lou. I mean, unless it's Floyd Mayweather, that shit doesn't work. I agree. But Lou, you didn't join the Telegram, bro. I put this in the Telegram. Vitor sub and Morgan Charrier TKO. It's so bad, Lou. It's so bad. Like my heart hurts like doing this today. Like honestly.
No one. That's it.
Where is it?
All right, back in action.
Yeah, Lou. I mean, you could take the favorites, but Junior Tafa folded.
Got my snacks.
Hell yeah.
All right, let me get my.
Tennessee whiskey.
If you're gonna eat snacks, might want to need a napkin. All right, who we got joining us? I wouldn't have bet on Fat Idiot. Who's Fat Idiot?
So Junior Tafa. Yeah. So
let me put my headphones on because I can't hear nothing.
So that's my boy Lou. When me and Lou were collecting UFC cards, every time I would see Junior Tafa, I would say like a fat idiot. And I mean, tonight he acted like a fat idiot. I mean, he almost had a knockout, but like I said, Tukos just put that pressure on him and really just took the fight away from him.
Oh, no kidding.
Wait, could I see the pizza rolls? They looked good when you brought them over.
Oh, dude, they're.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
That's right. Everybody watching my stream at home, make sure you get your favorite snack, your favorite libation. This is a watch party, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get it confused.
No, never. Yeah, now I'm getting hungry. Okay, so now in this fight, we either need Steve Garcia to get a TKO or Calvin Kattar to win a decision. But for some reason, I have this weird feeling Calvin Kattar is going to get a sub right now.
Think so?
I don't know why. See, like that's the thing. Like I'm looking at the ticket prices for the Power Slap in New Orleans. Like, I just find them to be too expensive. I don't know why. Maybe I feel like that, but
how much are they?
So for Section 102, which is the Convocation Center, so it's not that big, but it's a bigger arena than the Fountain Blue where they usually do it. For upper level Section 102, 47 a piece, but you're super far from the action.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get something that's maybe closer to the first row. 118. Wow, a lot of the first row stuff is sold out. Okay, let's see. How about something over here?
You're still in Miami, right?
For what?
Where are you at now? You're in Miami, or?
No, I'm actually. I was in New York this week, and then I came out to New Jersey to the Jersey Shore. So I'll be down here until Wednesday, and then Wednesday I leave for New Orleans, and then I come back down here on Monday. I'm
getting a little bit past that sort of desire, but I remember when I was younger, I wanted to visit the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, it's been something that my family's done since my mom was little, so my whole family comes out here. My family's only grown with my cousins having kids and getting married and stuff like that, so the number is exponentially larger every year that we come here. But yeah, I mean, this place is giant, this house that we rent, so I basically have an entire living room to myself to do the stream right now, so it's very very fortunate. But hey, these bets might have just paid for my Power Slap tickets.
Oh, nice. Go get them.
I might wait because the thing is, that's on Friday, I believe. So that's Friday. I'm staying in Baton Rouge, which is about an hour west of New Orleans. So,
Yeah.
New Orleans. I mean, I lived in Baton Rouge, an hour west for about 5 years, give or take, a little bit of change. But
Right.
I might have went to New Orleans 4 times, not including the times I needed to just fly out.
Yeah.
Since Katrina and since Ida, it's just been on a steady decline. Granted, New Orleans is a great place to get oysters and murdered, but that's not really what you want to do on a nice vacation.
No.
So my plan really is to take the car from Baton Rouge into the basement or parking garage of the Smoothie King Center, go up to my seats, watch the fights, leave my seats, go back into the car in the parking garage, and drive my ass back to Baton Rouge.
I wonder what the scenery is like. There's this big, because a lot of people go down there now because of the cruise ships and stuff like that. It's just
now they're leaving out of New Orleans.
Well, I've been on one, but the thing about it is that nowadays the big thing is that they're they're banning hip hop music on cruises now.
Yeah. Which, I mean, may have its implications, and it may have its connotations. That's what I like about fighting is that it's not political. So it's really hard to offend people when it comes to talking about a sport. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been on a cruise probably since I was maybe 9 or 10, maybe even 8. Yeah. I don't do like water parks. I like pools, but I don't like water parks. I ski water parks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think just being close to that many people at one time is just, not really in my wheelhouse.
No.
However, I do enjoy an all-inclusive food package. I will say that because I get my money's worth.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of the same way now about water parks. I haven't been to one in at least 10 years, but I'm kind of the same way. It's almost like the world got a little bit less sophisticated.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think people care less about what other people think about them in the moment. I think that really boils down to people being selfish. I mean, this is a selfish age that we live in.
Yes.
According to with social media and everything's about jealousy, and how you transfer your jealousy. Some people use it for good, some people use it for evil, as I like to say. But
all right, Calvin Cater.
Yeah, so Calvin Cater and Steve Garcia are about to face off. This is another featherweight bout. Calvin Cater, a vet of the sport, a true dog when it comes to these bouts. He's fought everybody there is to fight at 145 in the top 15. So, I mean, it's a big test for Steve Garcia, but Steve Garcia showing up as the slight favorite when the odds close. He's on a tear, though. I mean, he's knocked out his 4 of his last 5 opponents, I think. I mean, the guy's has a lot of momentum coming into this bout. So here we're looking for either a Steve Garcia TKO or a Calvin Cater decision. That's what we're searching for right now. Or
I feel like Calvin Cater's got the experience though, so that's my money.
Yeah,
metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, I had taken if I'm not totally sold on the Bonfim brothers, so I've been kind of heavy on Wonderboy. I have another side bet, Wonderboy by TKO. I mean, it was plus 1,000. I said it when you had walked away when I was talking to the viewers we have. It just seems like it's worth a sprinkle. I mean, to me, if I lose $10 on that, so be it. But it's something that I would like to see, and if I make money on it, it sweetens the pot.
Oh yeah. Nick said Nate was walking him down and gets flatlined.
He's right. Another avid mixed martial arts watcher. He was my cameraman for our UFC X stream and our UFC X International Fight Week content.
Oh, fantastic.
He helped me tremendously. He did a great job, I have to say. Shout out to Lou. Shout out to my boy Lou.
Oh, by the way, before the fight begins, what's his name? Dylan. He had another comment on my my video that I sent about him. I'm like, this dude just accidentally rubs people the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a word for it. I mean, people have their taste. It's really hard to convince people otherwise of the way they already think. So a lot of times it's not even worth it, and I feel like people play into it too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I just report it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's journalism. It's stuff that people don't want to hear, but it didn't come out of my mouth.
Right. I report it until they tell me not to.
Yep, absolutely. Camera stays rolling. Cameraman never dies.
Yeah, now I'm not obnoxious about it though, but maybe I should be. But
well, I feel like unfortunately, that's how a lot of people get ahead in this media game, for better or for worse. The publicity aspect of sports is or at least sports media. When it comes to the younger generation, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I mean, I don't know if you follow any of the guys who run the better accounts, like Derek.
I do.
I ran into him in Las Vegas, no cameras, nothing. And just talking to him, and I'm like, bro, like, why are you trying to sell a fight right now if we're speaking man to man, no cameras, about
right.
it? I'm like, bro. He's like, yo, you want to do a face off and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Fun,
Is he that numbnuts that asked Nate Diaz to fight him?
Yep. So, granted, he's about 110 pounds with a crucifix on his neck. So, it would be immoral of me and unchristian of me to do anything like that. But, I just find that stuff funny. You have this following, and you stoop to such a low level with people that, how do you expect to maintain that fan base?
And I'm a Christian as well. And the thing about it is that, I don't care if you can beat up the guy. That's very unprofessional.
Correct.
Like, why would you do that? You sound like the guy at the bar that says, I could beat this guy up. Meanwhile, here you are sipping on your libations like me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, and it's granted, we're in the fight game. That's understandable. But, the reason why we're in the fight game is because we appreciate the hard work that the guys that are at the top of the game put in. And we're here to highlight that. Not that, we could do this and we could do that. No, that's not what journalism is about at the end of the day.
Every press conference I've ever done, there's two rules of thumb. Don't get beard up, and don't antagonize the talent.
Yep. That's the truth.
And if you get beard up, then you're probably going to antagonize the talent. So get rid of one and get rid of the other one, because if you're not, if you're not drinking and you do that, then you're literally a jackass. Yeah,
I agree. And I mean, people will say this and that, but at the end of the day, it's you to get respect, you give respect. And I feel like making that first impression, hey, this is a respectful person, we should trust them with honest answers and trust them with our time. And that's the biggest thing in this game is people don't have time. So to have people trust you with their time is one of the best compliments you can get, I feel like, when it comes to media.
Oh, yeah. I'm eating, so I forgot. I know this ain't the co-main event, but we got, three more, including this one, three more, don't we?
Yeah, let me make sure. Yeah, so it'll be this one. It'll be Stephen Thompson versus Gabriel Bonfim, and then it'll be the main event.
I thought so.
That's also what I like about these fight nights. They don't really end too late. The production, there isn't so much extra production, the extra commercials and the extra time between rounds and the time between walkouts. It's fairly streamlined.
Yes. This is the longest round. This is the longest round I've ever seen.
Yeah, a big round for Steve Garcia, putting on the pressure early. 1-0 for Steve Garcia in my eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what is this new movie? Oh my God, they're putting Bruce Buffer in the new Naked Gun movie. Wow.
What?
There's like a whole UFC scene. I'm watching the commercial now. Wow.
Dang, man.
Wow. So they're putting Bruce Buffer and Liam Neeson in the same movie. I'm definitely going to see that.
I know where you are, and I have very special skills. So it's time.
Well, it's so funny because, like, being like a 2000s baby in my head, whenever I see Liam Neeson, I think he's Qui-Gon Jinn from the Star Wars. So,
Yeah.
that's who comes to my mind. I don't get taken. And also, I get Qui-Gon Jinn and I get Ra's al Ghul from the original Batman trilogy.
Of course.
So, he's always been a badass to me. So every time I see him on the screen now, I'm like, yep, that's Qui-Gon Jinn. Like, he trained Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, Taken came out in what, 2008?
See, this is why we have ChatGPT. 2008. You're right. Wow, good pull.
Yeah, man. So 05 was when Qui-Gon Jinn was.
So I usually ask this to all the people I'm on live with or interview. Give me your top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Top 5 what?
No, they don't have to be in order.
The what?
They don't have to be in order.
No, I'm saying top 5 what?
Movies of all time.
Top 5 movies of all time? Well, I got to put The Martian with Matt Damon in there because that's one of my favorites.
Okay, I read that book. The book was phenomenal.
I never read the book, so. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, that's fair.
That's top 5 easy. Yeah, The Martian. Jeez, man. Man, I mean, this is not Forrest Gump. I got to put Forrest Gump in there. Oh, I feel like a Kevin Costner movie would be in there, but we won't do that.
Okay.
Let's see. So that's 3 movies I've done. Let's see. I got to put. I'm sure it's another 90s movie. Oh gosh. You know what? Yes, As Good as It Gets by Jack Nicholson. That's my 4th. And then I would have to put probably. I don't know. I want to put The Hitman's Bodyguard in there as my number 5 because it's so action-packed and hilarious. But you go ahead. What's yours?
So being online so much, I always think about this. Unequivocally, number 1, Goodfellas. Being an Italian American, that's unequivocally my number 1. Number 2 is probably going to have to be The Dark Knight with Christian Bale. One of the best movies of all time, in my opinion. Number 3, I'm going to have to go Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3, Star Wars prequel. Anakin changing over to Darth Vader, one of the best pieces of cinema I've ever seen.
Yes.
Me and my friends saw it on the re-release. We wanted to fucking cry in the movie theaters. It was so powerful. So number 3? Okay, number 4, I'm going to do Training Day with Denzel and Ethan Hawke. I'm going to do 6. Number 5, I'm going to put Blood In, Blood Out because that's a movie I could watch back to back to back.
Which one?
Blood In, Blood Out.
I never saw that.
So that's it's with Benjamin Pratt. It's like an East Los coming of age brothers Chicano movie. My dad showed it to me when I was rather young, so it always stuck with me. And then my 6th man of the year, I'm putting From Dusk Till Dawn with George Clooney and Tarantino.
That's a good movie.
One of my favorites for sure. So I have 6.
I think as my 6th man of the year, I'd put Friday.
Oh, okay.
Because that movie just was like one of my first comedies that I felt like was my movie.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't old enough when it came out, but...
Yeah, I remember my dad having like the John Singleton collection. So, we had all the Fridays, Baby Boy, Poetic Justice, Menace to Society. Obviously, watched Bad Boys when I was way too young. Bad Boys, Boys in the Hood. Bad Boys as well. Bad Boys is a very slept-on movie. The first two. Third one, not so much, but the first two are very slept on. Will in his prime and all that.
Yeah. Now, I saw Baby Boy in theaters, actually.
Wow. So you are old.
I was about 16 at the time, 17.
So you that's the thing. You really got that like teen and early 20s era, like when everything seemed like it was good, like everything was kind of at the peak of human enjoyment, I feel like.
Right. Well, in 98, I would have been 14, right? And that was a great year in music. So,
great year in music, great year in sports.
Yes. Yeah, and I love music. Sports was great too. That was the year that Mark McGwire broke the record for home runs, and so 98 was a good year in sports. That was also the last year Jordan played. I remember it when Jordan played for the Bulls. So good year in music, good year in sports. 98 was a good year.
Winter Olympics.
You know what? I didn't follow the Winter Olympics back then.
Well, so that was a big part of my undergraduate degree was, a lot of history when it came to the Olympics. That's what, I was really interested in combat sports, going into high school. But, it really took off for me when I started studying the history of the ancient games and, pancration, obviously, the inception of hand-to-hand combat for sport. And it really fascinates me, you want to talk about a sport that's been around the longest, you talk about fighting. And that's why a lot of times it gets people mad, but I say it's the last true sport left.
Mm-hmm. I won't argue that. Not at all.
That's why I really think track and field is very slept on too. Just the pure form of running is very, has a very primal, aspect to it. Considering that's how the human race was able to hunt and forage and continue civilization. I think fighting and track and field are two of my actual sports that I think are very interesting.
Right, and the concept of jogging didn't until the last 200 years. So it's so running with no purpose other than competition. That's a barbaric.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mad respect. Did you know that Usain Bolt said he's never run a mile in his life?
That's believable. Because what was his go-to?
I don't know, but I know it wasn't I know it wasn't more than like a quarter of a mile.
Okay, so he's about the 4x100. Okay, so he has a record at 100 meters and 200 meters.
That's not even an eighth of a mile, I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. So he really has no. It's 0.124 miles, the 200 meter.
So the fact that he's never consistently ran a mile is good.
Calvin Kattar just got dropped really bad, but he's clinching to stop it.
See what we got here.
So I had picked Calvin Kattar, but my bets reflect Steve Garcia by knockout just because of his favoritism.
Oh, jeez.
So we need to put it on him here for a third round KO to keep our bets alive.
Has not been the best fight, but
Garcia is really trying to put it on him here now.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Steve Garcia looks really good in this. I mean, talk about one of the most underrated guys at featherweight. He is that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, coming into this fight on a 5 knockout win streak, that's crazy. And how about Walter Walker, the brother of Johnny Walker, having his 3rd heel hook submission in a row?
Oh, did that happen before I got on here?
Yeah, that was in the prelims.
Okay, cool. No, I didn't know that.
3rd heel hook submission in a row in the UFC, which is beyond crazy.
And the funny thing is that I thought heel hooks were illegal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you don't see heel hooks too often anymore.
Yep, and much less at heavyweight. I mean, the guy is, a true heavyweight doing this stuff. So it's really incredible to see. Oh, big elbow.
Jeez.
Yeah, Steve Garcia is a killer, man. Straight killer. Real dog. Ooh!
Garcia just had a stat that was compared to Chuck Liddell. Interesting.
But that just speaks so much to Chuck Liddell doing it at light heavyweight and middleweight.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Calvin Kattar just faked an up kick, and I literally just flinched. Like, I actually just flinched sitting him on my couch. Because I've been victim to low teep kicks right to the groin before, and that's probably my least favorite thing about fighting, especially Muay Thai.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Can Steve Garcia get a late finish in this last minute?
I don't know, man. Let's see. Here we go. I'm not sure what Kattar's do. Oh! Yeah, you are a little ahead of me because that was a nice leg kick. High kick.
He really put him down with that one.
I never understood why guys teep them anymore to the stomach. I'd be afraid of getting taken down, but
yeah, well, guys like Sean Strickland do it very often, and it's kind of the way his stance is. Like, he stands very high when he does his teeps. Like, I feel like it's very easy to time a takedown when it comes to that, especially when it's Sean Strickland because it's coming.
That's just like body kicks. I mean, unless you were just really quick and efficient at it. It was in the mid 2000s. A lot of guys never did body kicks because it was so easy to get taken down by the wrestlers.
Yep. Yeah. That's why a lot of the Muay Thai aspects, like the switch body kick, like you can really disguise it as a feint or like a high kick as well.
Yeah.
Alex Pereira is one of my favorite guys that do that switch kick, kind of like he switches stance for a second and then his feet go back and forth and he just sends one right up the middle. Even like wheel kicks too. Wheel kicks are, if you time them right and they use them right, I mean, they're pretty much unguardable, especially when you're wrapping your heel around the back of someone's head through their guard. And I feel like if you're familiar with Mauricio Rufy, he's sort of bringing that back. Ignacio Bahamondes bringing that back because really the last time we saw an effective use of that was Edson Barbosa.
And you might be onto something with that.
Because it is, if you know someone's has that in their arsenal and you wait for it, that's if you duck it with a takedown, it's very, very easy to take them down because it's hard to land that swinging leg.
Yeah. By the way, I just turned the sound off on the stream that I'm watching so I can just hear you.
Yeah, I mean the commercials have been going. They play the same commercials over all the time.
Looks like I'm not missing anything. Ladies and gentlemen, to my audience at home, I appreciate y'all. Y'all been sticking with me. And thank you for your patience earlier. Like I said, I just got through interviewing another power slapper. I hadn't interviewed one power slapper in the last, since I've been with Millions. And this past week, I've interviewed 3 already, 2 of them as champions. So thank you guys for joining me on Millions.co. And those of you watching on YouTube right now, thank you for watching. I need to check the comments. I've been very neglectful towards YouTube here. Thank you to my man Nick here who has joined me, and we still got 2 more fights to go before the end of the night. So, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
We're rolling right now.
Only thing that makes it worse is that I'm only 3 hours away from this, and I couldn't go. I couldn't go, not because I'm doing this. I could have told them I didn't have to do this. I just don't feel like hawking up that kind of money right now. Yeah. Although these fights, that last fight could have been a little bit better, but it was, who might have criticized that fight? They really went at it. Let's see, decision. Let's see who won the decision. Yeah, he didn't even have to. See, that's the thing about it, man. Like, he didn't even have to grab his wrist. He knew he didn't win that fight, which I don't think it was like a one-sided fight.
Yeah, but Calvin Kattar is just washed at this point. I mean, he got really just beat down for 3 rounds for 25 minutes straight, 15 minutes straight, rather.
Yeah. When I see a fighter that I've been watching for at least 10 years, it makes me feel old. Like when I saw Charles Oliveira fight a couple weeks ago, I watched him in 2010. He was like 19. He was like 19 at the time. I don't think he's retiring though, is he?
No, he's not.
I think he needs to go up in weight. Honestly,
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Well, he's too big to go down. He's too big. He's too solid.
Yeah.
He's 34 years old.
He's been chinned at this point. So you don't want a bad cut going down.
Right. Well, and age is not a factor in this case because, Merab's the champ and he's in his mid-30s. And,
Well, he actually just won the 2025 SP Fighter of the Year, Merab.
Yeah, so there you go. It's just... I know Merab's first fight with O'Malley was kind of boring. I saw that in the Las Vegas Sphere and all that stuff. But that last fight, it just proved that O'Malley was overrated. That's all it is, I like O'Malley.
What did you honestly think about the Sphere event being in attendance?
I thought it was great. Because I'd never seen anything like that before. That being said, I thought they could have put a better card together.
Yeah.
I think O'Malley was very popular, so that's fine. But Merab pretty much just, wrestled with him the whole time. And the cards underneath it were not that as impressive either. But as far as the spectacle behind it and everything, I was impressed. I don't know. It doesn't take a lot to impress me when it comes to technology. What did you think?
I just thought it was kind of weird how it was, in the beginning, it was very marketed as Mexican Independence Day, as UFC Noche, and then all of a sudden it was Riyadh season, and the Saudi investors had made their way into Dana White's pockets, which, who am I to say, hey, don't get that bag? They were so far in the hole with this event, they really didn't have a choice. I just thought it was a little unique how it switched up very fast. Just as quickly as it did.
Yeah, and I'm not as I forgot about that part, as far as it being like Mexican whatever you just said, but Mexican appreciation or something. So
Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah, Mexican Independence. But that being said, I think that there's not much there was just not much of a choice in the matter as far as like for what Dana White and them were trying to do. I feel like they are really trying to make this thing as international as possible. And I think they picked the perfect time to do it.
Yep.
But they have no... if you're going to do international, and you have no choice but to cater to certain things, and that's fine,
Mm-hmm.
I like the spectacle of it, but the card could have been better.
And it makes sense. Your roster is filled with guys not from the homeland of the organization, but you market these guys in a certain way. You kind of don't really have a choice when it comes to the international markets. Like you have to tap into them.
Right. They're dominating worldwide. Ain't no doubts. They could go anywhere in the world. They could go anywhere in the world, and they could definitely draw a crowd. But it's amazing that I can't find 2 people. I used to be able to find 20 people I could talk to about this. I can't find 2 people anymore.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. To be fair, the sport could use a superstar.
And that superstar is Ilia Topuria.
I hope you're right, because I do like him.
I'm a big Ilia Topuria fan.
I am too. I really am.
Just like everything he stands for, everything that he portrays off of the canvas, I really just appreciate and respect to the highest degree.
I think if his name wasn't Ilia Topuria, he'd be a bigger star. All right, I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah,
I'm just keeping it. Conor McGregor had an Irish last name. McGregor is not that hard to pronounce. He has an Irish last name. Very distinguished look about him, so to speak. And Elliot Poirier, he's great. I think he's one of the best out there, and in fact, he might be the pound for pound. But I can find 10 guys that look like him.
Yeah, I went to high school with 10 guys that look like him.
Exactly. I'm glad to see Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I still have this Wonderboy by KO bet live, so let's keep it. However, I do have another one for Gabriel Bonfim to win by sub, but that's neither here nor there.
What's your prediction for the main event?
Well, so that's the thing. I mean, styles make fights, and I think stylistically they're both bad matchups for each other. Derek Lewis is a bit of a slow starter, especially when guys are bigger than him.
Yes.
He spends time finding that range. If he can find the range, I think he can slip an uppercut over because Talison Teixeira does stay very high.
Yeah.
But I could also see Talison Teixeira just putting the body kicks on him, the teeps, the outside leg kicks, the long straight punches, and I can see Derek Lewis possibly giving up on this one and just succumbing to a TKO loss.
I won't argue with that. The only thing I will say is that now that he is conditioned, have you seen the way he looks?
Yep.
He looks extremely like a completely different guy. I mean, he came in at 261, which means he didn't have to cut weight. He actually came in at 261. He looks lean. He looks healthy. He looks like he wanted this one pretty bad. And I think that one of the things, and reverting to what I was just saying, I think that when you look at Derek Lewis, like you said, he is a slow starter, but he's also the guy that fills out the situation and somehow manages to come on top. Because last year, I didn't expect him to win his bout. That being said, his opponent tonight, he's always probably been the better, well-rounded fighter.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree with that. The only place I would probably have to find or take caution is, we saw it with Junior Tafa, being in shape and being conditioned in this sport doesn't stop you from taking damage. It doesn't make the damage any less, crippling, especially not in heavyweight. I mean, these guys hit like fucking trucks, man. So, to say that it'll really affect the implementation of Talison Teixeira's game, Derek being in shape, I can't really rely on that. But when it comes to, the problem with picking this fight is that Talison Teixeira hasn't fought anyone that is anyone in the heavyweight division. Now, that's not really saying much considering the state of the heavyweight division, but he is not tested. Derek Lewis is tested against some of the guys. I mean, he knocked out Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades just got a title shot. Whether it be an interim title or not, he still received a title shot. So,
right, he's got status of number one contender.
Yeah, however, Curtis Blades fights significantly different than Talison Teixeira does. And I think if Talison Teixeira's game plan and it goes to plan, and if he's as good as advertised, we're gonna see a Talison Teixeira TKO. But this is really his test. This is he's the first guy from the contenders since 2 fights. So 2 fights in the UFC, and he's already a main event of a fight night card. So I think he's one of the first, if not the first, to do something like that, especially at heavyweight. It's really unheard of. So if his talent is everything that it's cracked up to be, we're going to see a very stellar performance by him, I believe.
I think I asked you this earlier. Do you think Derek Lewis will retire?
If he loses this fight?
Yeah. 40 years old. 40 years old coming in this fight.
No, I don't think he retires because I think Derek Lewis's game plan is to keep fighting tomato cans. That's what he wants. He wants easy fights. And I think if they come to a consensus that Derek Lewis is just there for the highlights, I think they'll start giving him easier fights. I mean, the heavyweight division is nothing special, so it wouldn't be hard for Hunter or Dana to put together some sort of, matchup. I think this is one of the toughest matchups they could have given him that's not time.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I might disagree with you a little bit about the heavyweight division being not as difficult, but at the same time, the problem is that they don't have. I don't know what it is, why they're lacking in heavyweights right now. Like, this is the first heavyweight bout that they've had on a main card in months. And I don't understand that because I don't know if the world got smaller, literally, but it seems like they're having a hard time finding heavyweights, and they're the major draw. Them and the light heavyweights are the major draws.
Yeah, because when people see heavyweight and light heavyweight, you're in for a show.
Exactly. I mean,
okay, so I'm pulling up the heavyweight rankings right now.
Stephen Thompson's 42. I didn't know Stephen Thompson was older than me.
Let's see. Are we going to see some vintage Wonder Boy tonight?
I don't know. I've been watching him for a long time, too.
Yeah.
I just didn't know he was older than me, so that's cool. I mean, he looks good. No homo, but, he looks good.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, excuse me. 2025. But
I'm not even the biggest, new slang adopter. I just, honestly, it's like meta irony to me. I think it's funny. One of the old sponsors for the UFC, Riz Pharma. I don't know if you've seen their logo.
Yes.
That was a word that was originated in a TikTok comment section, just fucking around. And now it's the name of a pharmaceutical company. It's meta irony.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Man, it's funny. I'm looking at all those sponsors on the mat. I mean, it looks like a NASCAR on that mat.
Yeah, I mean, they could do it all over the things, all over the canvas, yet the fighters cannot have it on their shorts. It's sort of interesting to me. They limit the exposure these guys could be getting an extra check.
Yeah. I'm trying not to.
Derek Lewis is ranked number 9, and the 3 behind him is Tai Tuivasa, Shamil Gaziev, and Mick Parkin. Now, Mick Parkin's sort of having a resurgence, but guys like Jalton Almeida doesn't look like he can do anything except for strangle guys who are out of shape. Curtis Blades is going to retire soon. Sergey Pavlovich just got fraud checked twice in a row. And Volkov, I think, is one of the worthier challengers at this point. Cyril Gane, obviously, but he's one-dimensional. As much as I love Bong Min, he's very one-dimensional. Tai Tuivasa weighs 400 pounds. Shamil Gaziev has no gas tank. Mick Parkin had a nice showing in his last win. And Taliesin Teixeira is ranked number 13. So, to a guy that's fought nobody being ranked at number 13, it's kind of hard to appreciate.
It is. And, 13 is not that, I don't know. He's had, how many fights has he had? You said 2 in the UFC?
Yeah.
13 is not that bad. It's not that impressive, but it's also not that bad either. I don't know. I'm trying to think how to explain it. The fact that he's had 2 fights, he's won them both, and he's ranked number 13. If he won his first 2 fights, he should probably be ranked at number 10 at least. Because of the fact that you don't see a whole lot of these heavyweights competing more than once or twice a year now.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen that in guys like Alex Pereira. I mean, he entered the UFC, won 3 straight, and was given a title shot. But a guy like Alex Pereira was extremely decorated outside of the UFC.
Yeah.
So that was within. We haven't seen Taliesin Teixeira, become a glory heavyweight champion. We haven't seen him become a 1 champion. So it's hard to in my head to put him that high.
That's fair. And I'm speculating all this off the top of my head, not from looking at stats, because I'm watching the fight right now. But I just, the heavyweight division is just not very stacked right now, and that's, it was getting there. Like when John Jones won the title, but the dude what was the last time he fought? It's been almost 2 years now, hasn't it?
Yep, I was at that 285 in Vegas for that one. People were upset, but, that's what happens when you put a guy who's one-dimensional out there against a guy like John Jones. Here comes a takedown for Bonfim.
Yeah.
Good defense by Wonder Boy.
Yeah, because who was it he fought?
And picked him up and dropped them.
All right.
So here, let's take it back here.
Yeah, there you go. Who was it that John Jones fought last?
Cyril Gane. Oh, but he fought Stipe Miocic in Stipe's retirement fight.
Yeah.
And here comes, he's on the back of the chin. Might be too high. You have to stand a little high. One boy might shake him off.
Yeah, Wonderboy. Hey, man, Stephen Thompson, he looks good. I mean, this guy is...
It's getting under the chin. That's very tight.
Yeah.
Oof, wow, that's tight.
I'm not sure if...
He lets go of it.
Yeah. I can't believe he got out of that.
Oh, my God, and Stephen Wonderboy takes the fucking full guard. Got top position.
I still haven't gotten past the fact that he got out of that choke.
Yeah, that was that was tight, and he was cranking it for sure.
27-year-old versus the 41-year-old, man. It's insane, how well Steven is doing.
Yep. Little clinch work here from Bonfim. Separation. Watch the scissor kick coming from Wonderboy.
Jeez.
And Stephen Thompson's not a guy you want to stand and kickbox with.
No. Not even... No. Absolutely. He's a lot smarter. One thing about Stephen Thompson is that he does not like to be in the center of the ring.
Yeah.
That's one thing. He's never... if you look at him in most of his fights, he does not... He may back up. He may put his back against the cage, or he may... he may move it forward, but he does not like being in the center of the cage.
Yeah, he likes having his opponent's back against the cage because then he can extend a kick and really find that range. And then if he does land the kick, he can follow it up with blows.
100%. All right, here we go.
What do we think about this this new Superman movie?
I want to go see it.
I want to go see it very badly.
I don't know why people are criticizing it already.
I mean, I grew up on the Christopher Reeves movies, so it's something that I would very much want to see. The evolution of Superman as a character and as a production, itself.
Yeah, I did like the Christopher Reeves movies. They were all good. I felt so bad for him that he passed away a couple years after being put in that wheelchair.
Yeah, I mean, that documentary really broke me, the Superman documentary.
Did.
A guy who was so strong in his position, really just giving other people an opportunity to fight. It's really inspiring and powerful.
Yeah, it is. Oh, my goodness.
Round 2 starting.
Yep, you're a couple seconds ahead of me. So round 2 is just now starting.
Bonfim forgot his mouth guard.
Contender series, is that what's the difference? I've never watched the Contender. What is the difference?
So the difference between what?
Contender and the Ultimate Fighter.
So the Ultimate Fighter is more of like a reality show based. It's like it's drawn out with one team or two teams technically over a matter of weeks or months. The Contender series is basically guys that have shown exemplary records on the regional scene or in other countries, basically getting a shot at a contract within the UFC. So they'll have 5 fights on a Tuesday during the regular season. And, basically they'll come into the winners will come into the back, and Dana will be there with Lawyer Sanko, basically saying whether they get a contract with the UFC or not.
Being that I have never had ESPN Plus, I've never seen one episode of The Contender.
Mm-hmm.
And, there was a show 20 years ago called The Contender as well, but it was straight boxing. But
yep.
My thing is that O'Malley, that's where he came from. Sean O'Malley came from The Contender. But I never saw it, so...
Yeah, I mean, guys like Brian Battle came from the Contender series.
They did, yeah.
Jack Della Maddalena, current champion. So,
it's crazy to see where these guys come from and end up being at the top of the game. Big flurry for Wonder Boy here. Stuffing the takedowns very well. Oh! Took a big one right on the chin.
Derek Lewis in the back training.
That's what we like to see.
I'm curious. I want him to win only because I want to see his outlandish interview.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he'll get an interview regardless, but it's just the tone of the interview that will change.
Yeah. What are you gonna do when you win? Well, I'm gonna put my wife's legs over her head.
Listen, he's one of the guys that put on for post-fight interviews and media in general.
I mean, I remember yesterday the why balls were hot thing. I was like,
wow, that was a great timing for a takedown on the spinning kick, yet Wonderboy's sprawl was incredible. Oh, he's deep on it. He's got his hands locked behind Wonderboy's back. And we're looking for a dump here.
Dylan Conti, I'm still getting comments from haters from you. If you're watching at home, man.
Current comments, like hate comments?
Yeah, well, like one of them, okay, so one of them said, whoever gave this kid an interview or a chance to fight should be ashamed of himself. He's mentally challenged. One guy says, bro is so cooked, go back to school. And then somebody just commented literally 30 seconds ago, this guy lied about having a blue belt.
Yeah, I mean, you can either take comments with a grain of salt or you could, find the origins of these comments and if they're based in truth.
Yeah. I just think it's a trip. It's like, dude, I need to give him a call and tell him, look, dude. No, I don't need to call him about that. That's not cool. But
live on stream?
Yeah, I should. No, I'm not going to, though. He could be watching the fight. I can't even remember what. I forgot. I just interviewed him a few days ago. I'm trying to figure out what his interview was, or what his fight is.
I want to say it's mixed martial arts for New York Boxing Club.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder when it is, though, if it's tonight.
Oh, okay. I mean, Bomb Team's really putting it on him in the boxing right now, I have to say. Oh, wow. Wow, his shin is busted up. Wow, he wobbled him. Oh, my God. One Wonder Boy wobbled him bad. Wow, he almost connected with that kick, too.
I'm not sure if Wonder Boy is winning this fight.
Bomb Team barely survived that second round. Wow.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not sure if Wonder Boy is winning this fight, but he definitely won that round.
Ooh, his chin is busted up. This might be a doctor stoppage.
Okay,
wow, his chin is busted up bad.
Depends. Let's see here.
I don't even think they're going to call the doctor in.
No, because it's not in his face.
Wow.
Not unless that's a broken bone sticking out of his leg.
Oh, he went shin to shin and then immediately dropped. Wow. Yeah, his bone is definitely has a hairline fracture. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, let's see.
The slow-mo.
Oh, yeah. Are they allowing the fight to continue is the question.
Have they called the doctor in? The next round hasn't started. Yep. Oh, no, he's good. It might be broken, but he's good.
Right. As long as he's able to, but sure. Maybe it's just a flesh wound.
possible. But this might also affect his ability to defend takedowns now.
I'm not worried about defending takedowns more than I am. I'm more worried about like how vulnerable it is. Because is it a wound or is it like a break?
Yep. That's a good point.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh my God, he's putting his heel into it. Oh.
Hey, it's a good strategy, but I don't have to like it.
It's all about employing strategy in this game at this point.
I mean, the guy wants to beat you up.
But he's throwing it hard too. If Wonderboy can wobble him early and catch him early, he could put him away.
I remember 15 years ago, Rich Franklin beat Chuck Liddell, even though Chuck had kicked his arm and broke it.
Yeah, that reminds me of when Vitor Belfort wasn't allowed to kick because he had shoes on against, was that against Vanderlei? Or no, it was Mark Coleman.
Yeah.
Was it Mark Coleman?
If it was in the 90s, it was Mark Coleman.
I want to say it was Vitor Belfort's debut.
That's another thing too. I don't know. Obviously, it's above my pay grade, but I never understood why guys aren't as explosive anymore. Like
Vitor was Vanderlei. My apologies.
Okay, yeah. I remember Vitor was the most explosive fighter. Still is the most explosive fighter I've ever seen, man. It was just, he'd pop you with a couple, and then all of a sudden you got like 20 in a matter of like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that Super Soldier Serum will do that.
Yeah, that too. I mean, why not?
Yeah. I mean, if they were doing the smell test back then, who am I to say you can't do it?
All right, so we are a little bit over 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this round. Appreciate you coming in, everybody who's joined us tonight. This is a gruesome fight, and the funny thing is that there's not any blood on anybody's face.
Yep. That's a great way to put it.
Oh, my goodness. I'm like, that is disgusting. I mean, it looks like...
Oh!
Oh, my.
He just took a shin right to the head.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got your blood on my head from your shin.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. That's
Dude,
exactly what the blood is on Gabriel Bonfim's face.
Oh, that's disgusting. Good Lord. Oh, man. It's a good thing it's the third round. This is getting gross.
Wonderboy is gored out for sure. He's too slippery to suplex.
Okay, so I don't know who won the first round.
Bonfim won the first round because of control time, I believe.
I
think it very well could be 3-0 Bonfim.
I might have to give Wonderboy the second round only for damage.
Yep, that's fair. Yeah, he wobbled him very bad at the end.
I remember when I saw Hermes Franca fight Sean Shirk, and Hermes Franca was he pretty much lost all 5 rounds because he was pretty much on his back getting held down the whole time. But Eddie Bravo scored it where Hermes won 1 round because he gave a knee to Sean Shirk and did damage while Sean Shirk just took him down and held him down. So.
Well, I don't know. To Bonfim, this is exactly the game plan I'm employing late in the fight with Stephen Thompson. I'm not giving him any chance to get a lucky strike on me.
Right, and I mean, if you had to judge this based upon the last 2 minutes of the round, it's definitely going to Bonfim.
Yeah, I still could see Gabriel Bonfim winning the UD.
Excuse me. I've been up since
by
5.
decision, I think, was minus 100 or plus
Yeah.
100.
And
Similar odds to submission.
And I think you may be right. I think that the fight probably will go 3 rounds to Buffy, but if they gave Wonder Boy the second round, I would be comfortable with that.
Yep. I have no quarrel with that.
The first round is debatable, but I think Buffy got it. Have you not? You haven't had to go to the bathroom yet, have you?
No, sir.
I gotta go to the bathroom, but I'm waiting on the decision.
Yeah, I went right before I hopped on stream, so.
Yeah. Well, I have to go like every hour.
That's understandable.
I drink a lot. Well, it's hot. I drink a lot.
It is definitely hot. I was at the beach all day today. I got my tan on. Trying to get dark for the summer. It's not, I mean, it's going a little bit, but, you know.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Excuse me. All right, let's see what the decision is.
Split. Split. Wow.
That would be, and I guarantee that the 2 rounds that were debatable were probably the first and third rounds. I think that Stephen Thompson won the second rounds.
Yep. I could see that.
Obviously, I don't know, but if I'm guessing.
I love this guy, Fabiano Busquet.
Good fight.
Yeah, I'm not displeased with that at all. I mean, that was exciting.
Yeah, great fight.
And Wonderboy didn't leave his gloves in the octagon. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, I think Stephen Thompson's got a few more fights left in him. I really do. I mean, this guy's 27 years old, and he just laid it on him.
Yep.
Just depends on how well in shape he is. I mean, he looked in shape. You know,
he's a guy who stays in shape, though.
Yeah.
There's no need to get ready when you stay ready.
Amen. Let me hit this restroom.
Kid Rock's in the house.
Yo, huh? Going good. I gotta get some Tylenol. Hey, it's still going though. The main event's about to come on. The main event's about to come on. Yeah, come on in, man.
So, you're crashing with Hank Russell Invitations, UFC Watchparty.
All right, let's see what we got here.
I did not know I was coming. I just randomly ran in here.
I'm glad he's here. All right.
Thomas Nolan. Who do I think? I'm sorry.
Crashing with Hank Russell Invitations, UFC Watchparty.
Dude, you should.
Sorry about that, Lou. Yeah, I think
You should.
I think
I told you to
did.
I told you to come
I
on.
did. It's live. But yeah, because that's
Tom,
funny.
what's up? I think that Gabriel Bonfim won. I mean, he did really good at the
crash
boxing.
the watch party.
But he got
I'll say this.
I got my.
I don't know if I can actually set mine up where it's going to work.
Well, we're gonna see. If we can. Hey, Nick, I got my friend Chris here with me, man. The last friend I got.
What's up, Chris?
Last friend I got in person.
What's going on, Chris?
Set this up. That's right.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to put it down somewhere where.
All good, Nolan. You're here for the main event, brother.
Oh, well, hold on. I got something better for you. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. I got you. I got a little stand you can do it on.
Right. Well, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, you're right, Lou. You're right.
giving me my
I have no
presence,
idea what's going on.
Right. Yeah. So there's only one fight left, man, huh?
Yeah,
Some of the fights went really quick today, huh?
Get active, cat.
Did I bring in? Oh, I did.
My bad, Lou. The chat isn't big enough. It's very small on the side of my screen, so I didn't see it. That's on me. That's on me.
Oh, hold on. I got to find
The
it.
guy in the hoodie. It's time to activate hoodie mode
As
for
long as my phone will grab it, it doesn't matter.
hoodie mode. Derek Lewis.
Got the soda for two of these.
There we go. Now,
Dude, honestly, Nolan, they've been pretty good. I can't really complain. Been a couple knockouts. Nate got knocked out.
as you can see, I
Luke
have
Garcia beat the fuck out of Calvin Cater.
I have
Wonder
been working
Boy
6 days
literally
road, so I have
skin
no-
opened
I'm
up. You're
straight
gonna
in
see
my
on
room.
ESPN later.
It's all good. I've had your live on since right before, shortly before the.
Yeah, Nate the Train got
KO'd,
KO'd,
I
bro.
think I heard
Bad.
your live on pretty
He was
much
out
right
last
at 10 o'clock when I was leaving work.
Walter Walker,
So,
third
hold it as high as you want.
division in a
As
row.
low as you want. Put it on there. We'll show you. Turn it either direction you want, horizontal or vertical, which in your case it needs to be vertical.
Yeah, I'm just looking to try to figure out how it holds it. How you doing, everybody?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah, he's a
I came in here and
crackhead.
crashed
in a
Hank
good
Russell
way.
Invitations UFC Watch Party.
That's what.
He gets those going on, and so I'm over here at his studio today, and just to watch the main event with him. I missed most of the fights because I had to work. So
All right. Yeah, I got. Yeah, Nick, this is my last friend I got, man. Well,
What's
I got
up, brother?
another friend of mine. I got another friend of mine who goes to church with me, but I hadn't been. But he's about the last one I got, really.
Like Joey Diaz says, sometimes all you need is 3 bad motherfuckers. You could take over a country.
That's true. We yeah. Yeah, he's getting his stuff set up. So yeah, hey, you need to. Hey, if I'm doing the pay per view next week, you can crash it too, man. So this guy, my man Nick here, he is actually going to the pay-per-view next week.
Oh, sweet.
That is the truth.
He is going to. So if you want to put the headphones on, you can.
Spent an exuberant amount of money.
That'd be awesome. I forgot about this.
Yeah. Do it.
All right. Sweet.
And you should
man, are you drinking Reese's Shell straight out of the bottle, Hank?
No, I'm not.
Because it's right there. It's right there. Oh, man, your headphones are... Hey, how do you extend these headphones?
Oh.
You press this button?
No, you ain't got to press that. Just pull.
This is the best
I don't want to
tea
break them.
product possible.
Oh, yeah. It just takes
Cheers, buddy.
Salud.
it just takes a little ass to put on it. So just pull it and push it. You know.
Can I sit this here?
Yes, you can.
Spot?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well,
I'm white girl wasted.
Now I can hear what's going on.
He's white girl raced. Yes, that's right. He's just he's just enjoying his libations like but no, I'm on so anyway, we can scoot closer. But yeah, you can scoot closer if you want. But yeah, we got the but yeah, that's the one thing I do like about being with Millions is I get the pay-per-views for free now. So
That is a great thing. I got to figure out how to get on that train. Is it only if you stream it?
if you stream it, but you have to be invited to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have to be a white girl wasted in the comments. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But that's just like how I got on at Millions. Like, I don't know if you probably don't know him, but Hawk Yunkins, he used to be in the WWE about 20 years ago, but he's real involved in the mixed martial arts world now. And he got me hooked up with Millions. So we are, and he was the one. So I got invited to go to Millions, and then they invited me to do these streams. And so I've done 2 pay-per-views and I've done 3 fight nights in the last 7 weeks, and I haven't had to pay for one of them. So not a bad deal.
That's pretty sweet.
So I have literally saved a lot. My friend and I here have saved a lot of money. It's a little bit, and so all right, here we go. So we got Derek Lewis versus, and there we go.
Taliesin Teixeira.
I love it. They cut out the commercials, but they'll show the Bud Light on the.
See, we're watching the fight streaming over here.
You can talk loud. I don't
We're
care.
watching the UFC fights. Well, I'm not trying to. When I'm talking over to my camera over here, I'm not trying to.
No, you're
mess
good.
with your thing.
No, this is a watch party. We're good.
All right, cool.
Yeah, talking to your audience. How you doing out there?
I've only got a handful today. I get more when I'm kicking the bag.
Yeah.
When I'm kicking the bag, I get quite a few.
Yeah. So my friend Chris here. I'm trying to. He does instructions for martial arts as well. He was.
I mostly do fitness, kickboxing, free workouts on YouTube. Giving you a free workout you can do at home, fitness, kickboxing style. So that's the main thing that I do on YouTube.
People.
Yeah, martial arts, fitness, USA. So
Awesome. Everybody give him a follow, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, Yeah, there we go. Why didn't I think of that? Derek Lewis is fighting.
Oh, who won that last fight? The Stephen Wonderboy fight.
Split decision, but Stephen lost.
Okay, all right. That's what it sounded like. But I didn't quite catch it. I was listening to you live, but I kind of missed who won.
41 years old though, and still. I mean,
Gabriel Vargas is kind of the same way. He's a kickboxer, still like elite level. He's 40 years old, and he's not even slowing down at all yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Alvey is the champion over at Karate Combat. So,
yeah.
How old is he?
How old is he?
see, it's time for Google.
All right. Yeah, you do that. When's the next
He's
Karate
39. He's born in 86.
Okay. So the next Karate Combat's next week, or is it 2 weeks after that?
I'm not sure what it is, but I know it's it's the heavyweight tournament.
Sorry.
No, my thing is, and I got to hook up a second microphone eventually, Chris. But I've got it. I just got to hook it up. I've been lazy, but I love the it's like give me some here. I love watching the
the Karate Combat, man, I don't care what anybody says. I like the pit better than the cage.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they have the very best ring. The Karate Combat pit, I think, is better than any ring. It's
I don't know
awesome.
if you guys have seen the new UFC BJJ ring. It's very reminiscent of that.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I saw that interview with Ariel Hawani a couple of days ago for the guy that invented it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I forgot his name, but it'll come to me what his name is. But
they once named a street after Chuck Norris, but they had to rename it. No one crosses Chuck Norris.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's good. That was Barney T. Cummings.
Yeah, I mean, I think my boy takes home the title. Robelis Despain. I think he KOs everybody in his wake in this upcoming tournament. Talk about a guy who's decorated at kickboxing. It's just unfortunate that he cannot wrestle. So therefore, he has no place in the UFC. Another thing that really just doesn't sit right with me was Muhammad Makayev getting cut. I know he's known for his antics and stuff in the octagon, but he's so young. Like, they really just took away his chance to become, a great guy in the UFC, especially at flyweight. I mean, the last thing they need is to be throwing away title contenders at flyweight.
Yeah, I agree. And where is this next Karate Combat? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head.
It's not really worth a Google, but I know that's one event I want to go to as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Because they got the headphones on, and you can't really hear what's going on without the headphones. I crashed somebody else's live stream, so that's what it is. Most of my live streams are me doing exercise, hitting the bag, but we're doing something a little bit different tonight.
Thomas Nolan, appreciate you joining my stream. Not Nate the Train. I appreciate you joining the stream, man. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're having a good time at the house. Your friend's hilarious about the white girl wasted comment. That's so funny.
It's because I'm drinking the Arnold Palmer Spike.
Watching the fight.
This guy is not that young either, though. He's like, what, 39 or something?
Who, Taliesin Teixeira?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's that old. He's rather young.
I wonder if he's related to that other Teixeira guy that fought 15 years ago.
He's 25.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, he's definitely... Okay, so Lewis has got a 15-year age gap with him. But Lewis has got to be 40. If he's not 40, he's up there. Undefeated at 8-0. Fourth fastest debut finish in UFC history, 35 seconds. Yeah.
What do y'all think? Y'all think Teixeira is going to win?
I don't know who's going to win. I don't know. My money is on Lewis with his slow. If he picks up the pace after his normal slow start.
Okay, all right.
What do you think, Nick? I know you've already said it, but
yeah, I mean, it all depends on how stylistically they match up. I mean, if Derek Lewis, we've talked about it earlier, being a notorious slow starter, that's not the way you want to fight against a guy like Taliesin. He's not totally tested, but, getting your respect early with a guy like this, especially as a 6'7" heavyweight with power that he has in his kickboxing,
yeah,
I really think that Derek Lewis needs to employ his strikes early.
What's happening?
So
go over to the Hank Russell limitation and watch it there. You'll be watching his live stream, and you'll be able to hear what we're hearing through the headphones, and you jump over there. So if you want to be able to hear and see everything, go over to the Hank Russell limitation. Give him a like and follow it. And watch him in that stream.
Absolutely. Thank you. And where do I go? All right, so here we go.
It's Hurston.
Derek Lewis is walking out to the ring. Derek, the Black Beast.
USA in this hoe.
USA in this hoe. My balls are hot.
My balls are hot. That's why I just had to get up and readjust mine.
Dude. I think I showed my whole ass on camera, just like Derek Lewis did to St. Louis last year.
It's good. You should start an OnlyFans.
Dude, I'm not sexy enough for OnlyFans. There he is. Oh, man, I'm telling you. There he is.
On there. Do it now. You need to check out his stream later so you can see what's being said.
Oh, my goodness.
Hank Russell invitation. You've been here every day.
So will tonight be Derek Lewis's 16th knockout in the UFC?
If he wins, this will be his 16th knockout.
This will put
Derek
him.
Lewis's, huh?
Yeah, he has 15 knockouts. He has the most knockouts in UFC history. And if he does get the knockout tonight, he'll just be extending his record and making that record harder to beat.
They're just talking about how Derek Lewis has the most knockouts in UFC history, and if he gets a knockout tonight, it'll be 16 knockouts.
Here's what I don't get. I can appreciate the fact that he's in the main event, but why would they not put him in New Orleans next week, you know? Because he's from New Orleans.
Considering the strength of that card, yeah, I would have to agree.
But he is a main eventer. I mean, he's probably the last, like, charismatic, like, figure in the UFC, unless Conor McGregor doesn't retire.
Who was that guy that Derek Lewis fought that well, never mind. This is a long time ago. He had a match at somebody a long time ago where him and the other guy seemed like they were both afraid of each other and it, like, wasn't a fight. Or Dana being mad about it.
I don't remember.
That was the first time
you want to
saw
talk
him
about a guy who has charisma. One of the most underrated people with charisma in the UFC is Dricus du Plessis. I mean, that guy gets a microphone and he is just quick. Like, his comebacks are so quick. He has an answer for everything. Like, he's incredibly smooth on the mic. People don't give him his flowers just because he's not, trolling on social media like a lot of these other guys are. But when he gets to the press conferences, I mean, it's just must-see TV.
Agreed. Thomas Nolan says Lewis straight up talking about cheating and kicking people in the nuts on purpose.
He also talked about putting a finger in people's butts.
Wow.
Putting a finger in people's butts?
Yep, right up it.
I mean, if I was squirrely, I might let a woman do it, but no, I ain't letting no dude stick his finger in my booty hole.
Well, that's the thing. He said he's not going to let them do it. It's after he KOs them. He's going to put his finger in their butts.
Yeah.
All right, so Derek Lewis is in the ring, main event. About to shoot off.
All right, the tail of the take. 40-year-old Derek Lewis, 25-year-old Teixeira, 6'3", 6'7", 261 pounds, 259 pounds. Reach advantage goes by 4 inches to the young man. We have. So here we go.
All right, we're changing the point of view for the watch party, the main event watch party. This is live reaction.
I'm over at the Hank Russell Invitation Studio watching UFC fights. I didn't know I was coming, so all this crashing.
Yeah.
Hank Russell Invitation's watch party.
Yeah. The show has gone in a different direction in the last 7 weeks, and it's been nothing but a pleasure so far. No. Yeah, like I said, next week, for those anybody out there watching there, hopefully, Hal Vaca Singh. I don't know who Vaca is. Who's Vaca?
Oh, I'm on vacay.
Vacay.
It's good, Nolan. Nolan's actually was here on vacation with me last year, but he actually recently moved to Chicago. Or was that the year before he came? Might have been the year before. But yeah, Long Beach Island's a great place to be.
No, don't do this.
Yeah, what a time for the streams on live. Right when it's about to start. Here we go.
Do we go to the same crib? Meaning, we are.
Nah, Nolan, I'm at a different one.
Yeah.
Bigger crib this time. Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
They're just announcing the fighters right now. It's happening over there in the fight. So.
Upgrades, people, upgrades. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with scraps.
Announcing Derek Lewis will be fighting in no time. Who you guys got? Any of you watching the fights?
Best ref in UFC history, in my opinion, Jason Herzog.
He's up there. All right, here we go.
Guys, taking your bets now. Does this leave the first round?
No. Why is my okay.
There it goes. There it goes. It's an interesting kick for the guy that big to throw.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I've ever seen Derek Lewis throw a high kick like that.
He threw
Derek
like a
Lewis
karate
got hit
kick.
in the eye.
Whoa!
Oh!
He just...
He might make it out, though.
Oh, he's climbing.
No,
he's struggling.
Fingers in the fence. Stop, yeah, fingers in the fence.
It's over, baby! TKO!
No, it's
TKO for Derek the Black Beast
They didn't
Lewis!
call it yet.
So there's your winner.
They didn't call it yet.
All right.
They didn't call it yet.
Now we got to watch a funny... Oh! He took his pants off!
Of course.
So you always do that. He always ends up doing that.
And he got poked in the eye. Oh, my God. He's peeing on the crowd.
Oh, he just peed. Did you see that? He just lifted his leg and peed. This is the greatest finish ever.
Oh, my gosh. He almost gave up for a second after that eye poke.
Is that a hook or an overhand he caught him with?
That's a good question.
So it originally looked like Jason Herzog was getting in the middle of it because of the fence grab.
Man, look at all them cowboy hats. They playing into this Nashville shit way too much.
Oh, is that where they're at tonight? Nashville?
Yeah. I need to wear a cowboy hat now.
Wow. Derek Lewis versus Tom Aspinall next?
Yeah, you heard it. Dana White just said he might give him one, right?
Oh, okay.
Left hook.
Whoa.
Big left hook's what put him down. Yeah.
This is what I was saying when Teixeira stays very high. Like he's a very high fighter when he goes in there and he starts exchanging. Oh.
There we go. My thing is that it looked like he stopped. Okay, there we go. That's where the referee pushed him off. Check my network real quick.
Well, I told Nicole I wouldn't be gone long. I guess I was completely right. that was a quick one.
And he throws him into the crowd.
I don't want those. I wouldn't want those.
Some lucky fan is going.
No, I just want to hear the interview, man. You know, he does the best interviews in sports, in my opinion. Not just MMA, but in sports. I don't care what anybody says. I think he's better than Conor McGregor. I really do.
If you want to get big in this sport, you need to act like you're a pro wrestling personality. It seems like.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! He just moved the crowd. Oh man, I can't wait till they hear it talk. Oh my god, this man just showed his whole ass to the crowd in Nashville. I should have been there. I would have shot a corn dog up there or something. I don't know. Or, I don't know. I would have shot something up there. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, folks. Not throwing the cup.
Is it the president on the phone?
He's on the phone, but they're out there about to.
It's got to be Donald Trump on the
He's
phone,
out there.
right?
Check.
First fighter to answer a phone call while the hand is being raised.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody just chat on the phone while their hands being raised like that. That's pretty wild.
That had to be the president. There's no other explanation for that.
Yeah, he was on the phone with the president.
Yep. USA in his home! Let's go. Oh my God, 16 knockouts. That's insane. Why is his mic fucked up?
Oh. Damn it.
You get good Wi-Fi out here? Watch the post-fight interview, so I'm doing it now, folks. Watching the post-fight interview. Derek Lewis won by knockout.
Hey man, you got.
They asked Derek Lewis who he wanted next. He says, "I want my wife next."
I'm about to do some ground and pound with my wife. Oh my God, Derek.
Yeah, Nolan, I agree. I thought Herzog was stepping in for the fence grab, not for.
Oh, you know, that man said he's been fighting tomato. He said that man had been fighting tomato cans.
His wife's pretty tall too.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap this up tonight. Man, from Martial Arts USA,
Martial Arts Fitness USA on YouTube.
Yeah, Martial Arts Fitness USA on YouTube with my man Chris Conway. Nick, thank you for joining me tonight, man. How much did you win tonight?
So the bet that just cashed was Jake Matthews and Derek Lewis for 107. So we're up $250 for the night.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on that. That's $250 more than I got for this tonight. So, but hey, everybody got a free fight out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I conclude the show for the evening. Thank you to all that have joined me tonight. Hopefully, I will be getting UFC pay-per-view next week, and If it does, I will, those of you follow me, you'll get notifications on your emails and everything like that. Until next time, this has been the Hank Russell Invitation. Y'all have a pleasant evening.
Have a good one, guys.